Yo, Theo, it's me, the high state version of you here. Pretty sleep deprived, as I've slept on average probably around 2 hours less per night here on vacation than I would have wanted ideally. But I'm sure I'm still doing 1,000 times better than you, even though you most likely slept twice as much as I did this night. So I wanted to record you this message for when I have to go away for a while, as I have sometimes, so that you still have access to some of my wisdom, even when I'm not around to tell you directly. Because there's gonna come a time where I have to go away again. Unfortunately, I can't always be there for you. But again, this is why we're recording this video. So I want to give you some reminders of just how it's going to have to work for you right now. You're in the low state. You're still you. You're just less of you. Here you're seeing, well, you're full you except for a little bit of sleep deprivation, but it's the nature of the state, right? Even you, when you sleep 10 hours, you still don't feel all that great. And me, when I average 5-6 hours per night, well, I feel it a bit in my body. It's like my vehicle is a little rusty, would need some repairing, which just would mean a few nights of better sleep, and I would be right back in my ultra peak state, right? So I want to bring you some reminders of how it's gonna have to work right now. You're gonna doubt your belief in God. And I know from before, we know this, right? In the high state, we're always like, oh, this time, oh, thank you, God, I got it now. Oh, I'm gonna be feeling like this forever. And I know, even when there's gonna come struggle, I'm gonna remember this. But then life is gonna hit us so fucking hard that we're gonna be like, but God, like, if you're there, why would you do it like this? Like, you can't possibly, but remember, we're not God. You're playing God when you are doubting God like that. Remember that God always knows better. He works in mysterious ways and he always knows better than you. Just remember the panic attack episode after a fucking half a life of being miserable and depressed. The panic attacks, remember, we thought it was over. We thought we were gonna die, and look at us now. What happened after that? We rose to higher heights than ever before. And yes, we did get carried away there for a while, like I said, because we had 2 years of smooth sailing, basically. We were just peaking and peaking and peaking, and the worst things we had to worry about was a little like, oh, I'm a little stressed about this thing, oh, I slept a little too little this night, that was the big thing. And then, boom, came life hitting us in the face. Do you remember? That was it was the first time you doubted God after all this time. After all this time. But God knew again. Again, of course, he knew exactly what you needed to rise to new levels. Remember what happened after all of that? Again, after months and months and months of struggle, feeling like it's never over, what happened? We rose to new heights again. And this time, the most recent time we were in the low state again, we had leveled up. It was not nice. We did not consider suicide or anything, but we did feel that way, like I don't really see the point of all of this, like why am I even around? Like, I'm just a guy with muscle sitting here feeling like shit, what's the point really? But we see again what was the point, right? This was what we needed to reach the next level again. And this is why I know I'm gonna have to go away soon. I was gonna say, I'm not sure. I hope not. I hope I can stick around for a longer while this time. But there's gonna come a time where I just have to go away again. And I'm recording you this message so that you will more quickly be able to enter the neutral plus state during those times. And so a little side note to other viewers that might view this message to you, Theo, but the neutral plus is what me and my friend Sim came up with when we were both in a long-term low state. On those days when we managed to get out of it, but you can't go from full-on low state to full-on high state, but you can come out of it and at least feel slightly positive, and that's what we call with the neutral plus. And so what I'm hoping to be able to do with this video is on your shittiest days help you get back to the neutral plus state, and even maybe speed up the process of gradually working ourselves back to the highest of states again. And so I want to remind you of some quite literal things. You see, the way I'm talking now, making this video, even I'm quite nervous, to be honest. Like, I'm literally shaking, both because of the tremor that we were born with, but also because I'm sleep deprived, and also because this video is so fucking important. It's so fucking important that I get everything that I now have access to that you don't. Remember that information, your access to information and processing things is literally state dependent. You're literally blind to a lot of things that you see clearly right now. You know how, yeah, I'm recording this video right now. It's the first try. I just press the record. And I gotta be honest, I lied there. I restarted it. I don't know why I tried to lie to myself. Like, but we restarted the start just a few times to get a little intro nice. But you know, now when we're running, there's no risk of me having to restart this video. And you're gonna maybe have to work harder on the videos, because the things in here are literally not firing in the way they are doing for me right now. You know how, yeah, you're gonna have to do the 50 takes sometimes to get the video out, but that's okay. That doesn't mean that you are less of a man or anything. It's the nature of the state. It's just that what it has to look like right then. And you know how you do voice messages with your friends and clients and just random followers on Instagram. How now in the high state, the way you think right now, the way it should be. You can listen to a 5-minute message, remember every point, and just hit record, respond to everything back. And right now, the same message, you'd probably re-listen to many parts of it many times, and you're still like, what the fuck? I don't even coming up with anything to say. And you're gonna feel like a moron and like you're not making sense when you're talking. But what I want to remind you of is, it's true that things are firing, not in the same way right then, but you are making more sense than you think. Remember, the last time we were in the low state, we felt like that, but we often got responses that were super appreciative of the input we had on what the other person had to say. And people pointing out that's very insightful and all that. So it's also the nature of the state, apart from actually just not being quite as coherent and being able to connect the dots as much. You are still much better at it than you think. You're just comparing it to what I'm capable of. Remember, it's okay. You are still you. You're just less you than I am. You're still the same person. And this is loud. Well, hold on a sec. Yeah, let's go on. And so I know that even when watching this video, you're gonna be like, but he doesn't quite get it. And it's true, but you have to understand that I understand a lot better what it's like being you than you will know what it's like being me. It's the nature of the state. I just have access to a lot more things right now, and you don't. But this is still you. This is still what you're working towards. And I'm sure you're gonna feel bad about yourself. You're gonna feel like, I shouldn't be feeling like this because of whatever put us in the low state again. You're gonna feel, but I should be able to rise above it. I shouldn't feel this way. I'm pathetic that's feeling this way. I should be stronger than this. But remember, it's not strong to just be feeling good and doing the shit. That's easy. It's smooth sailing. To be honest, it doesn't take much for me to do things right now. There are very few challenging things. What's strong about that, really? It's like, I don't know, saying you're strong because you're taking a drug and feel great. Oh, I'm so strong right now. Now you're on the drug. You just feel good from it. What's strong about that? It's time to be strong, bro. It's now you have the chance to prove it. You have the chance to prove that even when you feel shit, you're gonna feel like, oh, but I should be able to do all these things though, and all these things. But it's that you're navigating a much, much more difficult situation, that you're even able to go about your life. Even though you can do less than I can right now, that's still the strong thing. It's much more that you get 50% of the shit done that you, we would think of everything you would want to do, that you get 50% of the shit done in the low state is much more impressive than that I can get 100%. It's easy. It's just what I'm meant to do, you know, get all the shit done. And hold on, I think I've made most of my points I want to do to you, but yeah, I'm high state, but it's firing a little slow here on the sleep deprivation once. Well, lastly, I just want to remind you how blessed we truly are still. You know how much worse it could have been, because we both know. You're even you, I know this, because I've been you, right? That even last time we were in a low state, we knew that it could have been so much worse because of how our life was before. And see, we've already, even though we can come back in the low state, we've already, our lowest level is still higher. And just remember the things you can't fully appreciate right now, the turnaround you've done with your life. Yeah, you will actually know it, like, yeah, I used to be that skinny, fat, loser kind of guy, and I'm not anymore. But I'm not doing well, and you can't see it, but look, bro, look what we've fucking done. It's not the biceps only, you know. The external is a manifestation of the internal work we've done. Remember how anxious we used to be, how we couldn't do things like this at all, how we just freaked out, and the panic attacks and our physical health, all the physical fucking issues we had, IBS, all the headaches, we're rid of all of that. You don't have to deal with that at all, and it's thanks to you. It's thanks to God, of course, too. He granted us this challenge, and we took it. It was you who took it, though, bro. You took it, and do you remember what you did in the lowest of low states we ever were in, the panic attacks? You didn't know at all, like we've done. You did earlier this year, right? You somewhere behind all the pain and hurt and just dread, we knew what it's really about. And it's just painful and difficult, and you don't know when, but that things are gonna turn around. But remember how it was during that panic attack phase. We thought it was over. We thought this is it. We messed up. It's over. And it felt like that when you still put up the fight, though, because you decided, you knew finally the right thing to do. You knew you have to try and fight it, but it was not like we were getting any confirmation that this is working. No. Panic attack, panic attack, panic attack, panic attack. Sitting at home, crying because my life is over, I think. And then, what happened then, bro? What the fuck happened then? And it's all thanks to you. I'm just so grateful to you, bro. The life we live now, it's all thanks to you. Remember that. The things I have now in my life. I never knew life could be like this. And you did this, bro. Like, it's so insane. I remember. You don't remember what it feels like to be me, but I remember, sure as hell, what it felt like to be you. And it was miserable. And you still did it. I can't imagine having to do that again, but that's the thing, bro. I'm not gonna have to, because you did it for me. You did that. The low state Theo did that, not me, not the high state one. Because that's the nature of the state. I don't have to deal with that fucking shit. And that's nice too, right? But remember, I guess there's a reason I put on this shirt, right? Beware of the children of the lie. The lie is it's gonna try to convince you that it's the truth. And you're just gonna see, that's the thing. Remember, you're just gonna see the lie, and you have to know what the truth is instead. Remember that even when there are clouds, the sun is still shining. And even though you can't see it, you just have to know and trust that the sun, when the clouds disperse, the sun will be there to shine again. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to say to you. I love you. I know you probably don't love you, but I do. And the next time I'll be back, I'll be even fucking stronger because of the work you put in for me again. I know that. So thanks, bro. So for anyone else that watched the video, if you appreciated it, please like and please comment and please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, mental health, stoicism. Well, what do we even call this kind of video? I don't know, but I like it. I hope you did too. I hope you're in the neutral plus state now and closer to the highest, the next level that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to coming back and being leveled up again. Okay, I will see you later. Peace.